Things are gonna get better now, but you're still a drunken slob. Things are gonna get better now.
Oh, you know they did.
You wish you still lived.
It always gets better, especially on a Monday. That's right. Time for your favorite show. Time, Headbangers and Hooligans. And time to take care of that hangover. As always, thank you for listening. Yours truly, Scummalicious. Is that head pounding a little bit? Maybe. Probably a few too many beers or mixed drinks. Maybe 2 extra shots of vodka that you shouldn't have taken, but you did because you'd asked 3 or 4 girls out and you got shot down. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up for that. At least you tried. And you went down like a champion. Trust me, I know, because I've been there. Well, what better band to kind of clear out that head than Gwar? I didn't talk about them at all last week. Band of the month. New album. The Blood of Gods comes out on Friday. Can't wait. And yes, it's already pre-ordered. Just the anticipation is killing me. And real quick too, by the way, a lot of good reviews on my new weekly podcast, The Scum Report, every Saturday. And I want to thank everybody who listened. Had a lot of friends, and actually a few new listeners who said, "Hey, I really like that. Saturday's a good day for me," and it's at 10 in the morning every Saturday. MTV News, only better. That, right? Hey, and it's nothing against Kurt Loder. I just think I'm a little more exciting. I want to talk about this album. We Kill Everything. The most misunderstood Gwar album that they've ever recorded. And if you read online about it or see any videos on YouTube, you'll hear and see that they only, and this was when Oderus was still alive. He said they only performed 1 song live from that album, and it's the instrumental, Short History to the End of the World. It's the only song that they play off that album live. They hate it. And when it first came out, even I wasn't real excited about it. I listened to it and I thought a lot of the songs were just Gwar being silly. But what it really comes down to is that it might be a confusing album for 2 things. It is a concept album for like 9 songs. The first 3 have nothing to do with the story, and I think it's the last 5. And so somebody's listening to this, they're like, well, okay, wait a minute. Oh, the first 3, they have nothing to do with the story, okay, and then the story starts, and there's a few things in the story that don't get totally explained, and then your last 5 songs, basically the story just ends, and then you have 5 songs that have nothing to do with the story. Maybe that's confusing to some fans. The other thing about it that I know a lot of hardcore fans like, I don't want to say I hated, but the guitars, they're there, but it's like, where's that oomph? Where's that distortion? I know it's the way that album's recorded and produced. It's definitely more geared towards a punk sounding album. Hey, and if you know any history about Dave Brocky, he was a huge punk fan. But either way, I do think it's a better album than it's given credit for, and I'm going to try to defend my decision in that. Alright, so the lineup for this album, obviously Oderus, Dave Brockie on vocals. Tim Harris was the character Flatus Maximus for this. Mike Dirks, of course, Ballsack. Mike Bishop, this would be the last album he would play on before he was replaced by Casey Orr on bass. Brad Roberts, Jizmac DeGusher, of course, on drums. Then Hunter Jackson was the character Scrota Moon on this. You always gotta love a guy with the name Scrota. I guess that's the shorter version of scrotum. I don't know. Anyway, and then Daniel Stamp, of course, has Lemenstra Hyman. Now the story. This is kind of the loose. I don't want to say loose. This is basically the Wikipedia version of the story. I try to kind of simplify it. And what it is, it's Gwar's relationship with their master and what happens after they defy him. They don't listen to his instructions. Gwar is exiled to Earth because of that, and he sends Scrota Moon to go look for him. Scrota Moon gets stranded on the moon with a tablet, and he keeps track of everything of his life on the tablet. No, not one of the little electronic gadgets we have today, a tablet, like a stone tablet. Yeah, I'm getting all religious on you here. Anyway, he keeps track of everything on that, and then after landing on Earth, Gwar destroys the tablet into pieces which are stolen, and they have to be returned or the master will kill Gwar, right? Because whatever that information is on those tablets, Gwar must die. I know it kind of sounds kind of fucking cheesy, right? And it does. It comes off as cheesy. I know this, but I'm explaining what's behind it here. So he's considered a crackpot, Scrota Moon is, and he gets help from his portal potty. Yeah, the potty where he takes a shit, and they actually have a song about that. To help with the search, Gwar agrees on the condition that as long as Scrota Moon smokes crack and drinks with him, well, of course, Gwar still rips him apart from limb to limb, and he dies, but is revived by Slemenstra. And that's, honestly, that's it. So that's the basic story that's half of the album. And that's probably where, well, that's not probably, that's why the album falls short in a lot of fans' minds. Alright, so the first song, Baby Raper. And it's just a straight ahead punk song to me. It really has the guitar, the drums. Baby Raper, sperm creator, hulking brutish masturbator, baby raper, emasculator, fleshy flap valve navigator. And then later on he says, I still jerk off even when I come dust. My sex is my hatred, my penis a tool, my balls are imploding, I'm playing the fool. So, yeah, has nothing to do with the story. It's just the beginning track of the album. And another thing with the two albums before this, Ragnarok and Carnival of Chaos, fans were bitching because they felt that the lyrics were soft. So there is no doubt. And it's funny to me when I think about it. You're going to call Gwar's lyrics soft. So anytime that somebody's going to call them out for that, they're going to go and they're going to get as extreme as they can get. You don't fuck with gore like that. Come on, people. Then we get the second song, Fish Fuck, which is the same song that's on the 30-second CD. You know, all the bands with 30-second songs. Fish fuck, baby. I'm gonna fuck you with a fish. I'm going to take a river carp and ram it up your butt, you slut. You whore. Why are you my mom? Why are you my mom? Why are you my mom? Fish fuck. Right. Yeah, definitely along like Baby Raper, kind of catchy, punk. This is definitely, to me, their closest thing to a punk album. That's just my opinion. As far as the music, the lyrics too. Then we get to the third song. I really like this song. I think it's a funny song. It's called The Performer. And it starts out with the piano, right? And Odorous sings, I'll come to town for you, dress up like a clown for you, pull my pants down for you. And he keeps going, I will blow hot fart on you. It's just so, I mean, it's so silly, it's funny, kind of, actually. I will build an R2-D2. I won't even start for you unless you fucking pay. Then, you know, it turns into like that palm mute riff that you get in a lot of punk rock songs. And then Odorous sings, go sleep in the park with you. I'll even suck a cock or two. But no, sir, I'm not gay. So, there you go. Then we get the instrumental. A short history of the end of the world, part 7, the final chapter. I know I have no idea what any of that means. I think it's just them probably being war. You know, that's what they do. So now, song 5, Escape from the Moose Lodge. We're to the story. This is where the story begins. Alright. Drug addicted, riddled with disease. They are not dogs, they are just scum. Odorous is, he kind of talks that part. Then the music kicks in. I'm sick of this damn planet and the sluts and the booze. Then later on he says, sales are dropping, riffs are slopping. Can you smell the zits I'm popping? But there's so many little bohabs and they're always crowding around, begging me to suckle them and tie their mothers down. I will kill their girlfriends, I will smoke their crack. I become the pimp daddy. Right? So, you know this is gore. They're like, oh, hey Dave, did you see these in the magazines? Yeah, people actually read fucking magazines back in 1999. By the way, that's when, I don't know if I mentioned that before. 1999. Almost 20 years ago, 18 years ago, was when this bad boy came out. But anyway, hey, Dave, did you see this? Look at this in the magazine. All the fans, oh, Gore's gotten soft with their lyrics. You know, is Gore becoming a pop band? I'm not saying that somebody said that or wrote that, but the minute that anyone implies that, their Gore's going to go out of their way. And so that part I do like. And all the lyrics in this entire album, and there's 17 songs total, it's all there. You're getting jizz shots, you're talking about shit, and go get fucked, fucking animals. Yeah, we're getting the extreme Gore as far as lyrics on this one. Then we get to song number 6, Tune from the Moon. Hunter Jackson, the guy that plays that character, he also played Techno Destructo. He sings this song. And it's got keyboards in it, in this one, but still got that punk guitar. You screwed it all up. Ruined everything for everyone. And then it speeds up at the end. And this really is kind of like a straight ahead punk song to me, with keyboards. In the end, he just screams, you broke it, now you gotta fix it. Right? Remember the story, Scroll to the Moon, he had the tablet, and he's writing down everything that's happening on the tablet. But that's where they went wrong. Like, if you're gonna record a concept album, the entire album should be part of that. And then on top of it, the first 3 songs have nothing to do with it. Then songs 5 to 12 are the story, and then the last 5 songs, like, it's the continuity, it's fucked up. So this is my opinion. Hey, and I love gore, so I'm not being a total fanboy, and that's not easy for me to do when it comes to this band. Song 7, Jiggle the Handle, and a lot of people sing on this one. Starts out with Scrota. I bring forth the portal potty, coming to feed on the shit from your bodies. Then the toilet sings, hey jackass, yeah you got to love me so good. And then we get Scrota again, coated in shit, I give all you desire. Odorous, if you need shit, then I got shit. On that you can depend, I'll pump your stump, you fucking hump. Then Beefcake and Slamenstra, but pray at the altar, the toilet must feed. And then they got a kind of a neat little guitar solo that they throw in there. And that's like, it's definitely old school gore. You know, you got a bunch of the different characters singing. And I've said this before, I like it when they mix in the characters. When it's just like 1 or 2 songs, that's when it's really good. Like Scumdogs of the Universe, we get Slaughterama, Sleazy P, right? And then the last song you get Sexecutioner. That's when the gore is at its best. Alright. So Jiggle the Handle continues, the toilet sings, I'll bring you some suckers for a killing spree. I'll bring you some suckers for a killing spree, just keep that fucking tampon away from me. And then Scrota finishes it off, the power of the toilet must never be abused. Remember? Yeah, so leave it to Gwar to have an album where there's a part in there where the toilet sings. Yeah, that is so genius. I don't know, or maybe it's just fucked up. No wonder I like this band. They're fucked up like I am. Alright, song 8, Nitro Burnin' Funny Song. I really like the verse riff. A lot of Palm Mute punk riffs on this. Alright? And that's what they were going for on this album. Till I got stuck on this planet and got hooked on the weed and the crack and the booze and the pills and the speed and the sex and the mud and the blood and the shit. That's a lot of ands, right? Yes, now we have all seen how games can go wrong. My brain's filled with bees. My cock is diseased, laden with pus. It hangs past my knees. Once was a warrior. Now I'm just a sponge. High all the time. I got a dick like a muskellunge. Yeah. And I know a lot of people say, wow, those are really stupid juvenile lyrics, but they did that on purpose. That's the whole point of it, is to just write filthy, obnoxious songs. Alright, think our lyrics are weak? We don't cuss enough for you? Well, we'll give it to you then. Song 9, Jaeger Monster. We're in the middle of the story, it's still going, okay? If you look at it, you'll get drunk. Frothing mass of filthy chunk, bloodshot eye, and boiling spew to kick the ass of punks like you. The Jaeger monster comes to slay by making you get drunk today. They drive your car until it skids into a busload of retarded kids. It's just, I know, that's bad, but I can't help it. Who burn alive, you drunken fuck, and then get hit by another truck, bleeding retards in the dirt. Wow, that's, yeah. Hooray, every stupid thing I do, the Jaeger monster tells me to. Bring forth now the virgin, her flesh to flay. Oh, she's not a virgin still. We'll kill her anyway, that means we can fuck her. Yeah. Talking about drinking Jaeger Monster and basically having no control and doing stupid shit. So, actually there's a reality to that, right? I know it's a joke song and they're just being obnoxious, but yeah. We don't need to go down that road. You've seen all the commercials about drinking and driving. Anyway, so, song 10, My Girly Ways, and this is sang by Slamenstra. All I ask is to embrace the pussy every day. And it's got kind of a nice chuggy guitar riff. But that's his thing with the music on all this. You know, you get a couple songs with some keyboards and the performer at the piano, but it's just not got that heaviness. Like America Must Be Destroyed, it had crazy lyrics like this, but the songs, those guitars were so heavy and they were just fucking good. And these songs, the lyrics are obnoxious and they're saying disgusting shit, but they don't have the memorable choruses, right? Not like that we're used to. So this album is basically, we're going to write an album and just say obnoxious shit. That's the whole point of it. Who cares if you remember the songs or not? And so, in a way, I respect him for that. Alright, song 11, The Master Has a Butt. We get kind of a bluesy riff on this one. Kind of mixes it up a little bit. I'm just a Sunday morning turd coming down, staring to the inky blackness. I swear I think you'll find him there. If I could stop shitting, then I'd change my underwear. If I can't kill my master, then I'll have to get a job. I'm a fucking slob. So, yeah, and we're almost, this next song, 12, We Kill Everything, is the last song of the story. And, like I said, it is a stupid story. And I think that's the whole point of it, right? It's a stupid story. And, obviously, you could tell Gwar didn't really care about the story too much. And, I'm not saying it's lazy. Alright, they still put some thought in it to write these songs, and they always still come up with really cool ideas that a lot of bands don't do. But it doesn't feel like a Gwar album where these guys are really into it. It's just, I'm telling you, it's just to write songs to piss people off, and hey, I think that worked. And then We Kill Everything. Odorous kind of talks in his evil voice, and he says, in the hulking halls of hatred where the master makes his throne, a lot of music, and it's just with bass and drums when he's talking. And then it kind of, the main part of the song kicks in. Odorous says, splitting skulls and raking ribs, trephinated drainage sleeve, protruding mass of reeking bile, which forms infected booger bile, and now dedicate your life to porn. Yeah, and that's the last song of the story. So there you go. And see, that's why I think that's what definitely lost a lot of people, because I don't think at the time people knew where the story began, where it ended, and the songs themselves are just not memorable enough as far as you want to listen to them over and over again. That's a big part of Gwar. Even with all the crazy shit that they sing about, they always manage to write songs do you want to hear over and over again. And it's just, I'm not hearing those kind of songs on this album. Child. So we're done with the story. These are just songs to sing. Another similar kind of palm mute riff on the guitar. She caught the sperm in the mouth and she put it down south. She didn't understand that a burrowing beast would plop out of the plant. She's having a child and she thinks it's a clever stunt. What she really is gonna get is a claw in the cunt. I started to fuck her in the mouth. And honestly, that's what you're getting the rest of the album. It's Gwar just saying whatever the fuck they want to say, basically. Song 14, Penile Drip. Right, it's not surprising that they would sing a song called Penile Drip. After the beginning of the song where Oderus just kind of babbles, it's kind of can't even really understand what he's saying, and then he sings Penile Drip, gotta love it, blisters spread all over your hands. Then we get Marianne. This song here, best song on the album, I'll tell you why. It's got the best chorus on the album, and all Ballsack is singing is Marianne, but he sounds really good. Yes, it's Ballsack, the Jaws of Death, singing a sappy song with a cool sounding guitar. I'm telling you, listen to this line right here: "Cross my heart and hope to die, stick a needle in my eye." In the song Marianne, Ballsack actually sings that. I'm telling you, did they have an effect on his voice? I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't care. He sounds good on that song. It's a cheesy, sappy song. It's my favorite song on the album. I'm just saying. Ooh, Gwar with the sappy love song. In all of this, that is the only song that's not sick and demented like the rest of the album. That's it. That song, Marianne. Then we get Friend. My friend, right or wrong, and the world is going to kick my fucking ass. It does have a cool solo in it. Yeah. So Tim Harris, flattest on this album. Definitely shreds one right there. And the last song is Fucking an Animal. Oh, I'm fucking an animal. Fucking an animal. I'll go from dog to goose. I'm fucking an animal. Once I fucked a moose. Had a great time at the zoo. I'm fucking an animal. And they just keeps repeating that over and over. So, yeah, the bottom line, like I said, I think they would have been better off if they would have just left the story out of it. They could have still wrote those songs and it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But making it a concept album and then half the songs aren't part of the story, that confuses people. But in the end, it's just not the heavy war that we're used to. The lyrics, yeah, they're all fucked up, but the lyrics aren't as impactful. I mean, you listen to it, you're like, wow, he really said that. But they don't really reach out and grab you because the songs aren't memorable enough to me. But it's not a terrible album. It's still Gwar, and it's still fucked up. Probably off of my new ratings, maybe a Scummy. It's probably somewhere between Scummy and Pond Scum. I hate saying that because I love this band, but it's not the horrible album that a lot of fans think it is. And there are some fans that like it. They love it. It's one of the favorites. It's not mine, but it's not terrible. There's definitely a lot worse that we've heard out there. Holy shit. Trust me on that. So yeah, We Kill Everything. Check it out. I'll put the link to the album on my Facebook page. Alright. Got another show to do. You know how I do that. I mean, yeah, gotta stay busy when you're taking over the internet. Alright, take it easy. And if it's easy, take it twice. I'm out.